In the vast expanses of East African wilderness, where the land and water join in a spine-chilling embrace, an infernal presence, known by the name of Gustave, whispered to have devoured the lives of approximately 300 innocents, reigned supreme. Surrounded by legends that spun yarns of its insatiable hunger, this colossal beast, tipping the scales at over 2,000 pounds, lurked as a silent death that stalked fishermen, children, and almost everyone brave enough to venture into its watery realm. Marked with 3 ruthless bullet scars along its right side, locals and authorities tried repeatedly to capture and bring down this monstrous entity. Yet, time and time again, it slipped through their grasp with its tenacity unwavering, cloaked in stealth and precision. This was the ruler of chaos in Africa, the Nile Crocodile. The Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, is a big crocodilian species hailing from Africa's watery homes. It can be found in a whopping 26 countries scattered around the sub-Saharan Africa, chilling in various types of water hangouts like lakes, rivers, swamps, and marshes. Throughout history, crocodiles have emerged as remarkable survivors, enduring the catastrophic asteroid event that spelled the end for the mighty dinosaurs. While folks tend to link them directly to those lumbering giants, the truth is that they're not direct descendants, but rather ancient contemporaries that coexisted with dinosaurs approximately 250 million years ago. Its scientific name, Crocodilus, comes from the Greek word for lizard, and Niloticus means from the Nile River. Being Africa's largest crocodile and generally the second largest after the saltwater crocodile, sizing up to 15 to 18 feet, and weighing up to 500 to 1,100 pounds. Like all crocodiles, males get a growth spurt, up to 30% bigger than the females. The title of the largest Nile crocodile ever documented goes to the one hailing from Tanzania, a colossal specimen measuring 21.2 feet in length and weighing between 2,300 to 2,400 pounds. Nevertheless, if Gustave, the legendary crocodile, had ever been captured, experts conjecture that he would have claimed the throne as the king of all Nile crocodiles in terms of size. This speculation arises from observations made in 2002 when Gustave was believed to be pushing 2,000 pounds and extending to a length of 20 feet and was believed to still be growing. Though people tried to capture him and even cooked up a 32-foot trap with a live goat bait, Gustave was one slippery customer. Smart, too. According to National Geographic, the last confirmed sighting of Gustave was in 2009. However, there are rumors of a sighting as recent as 2015, chowing down on an antelope, but who knows if he's still out there now. However, in 2019, a Travel Africa magazine writer claimed Gustave met his maker in Burundi, yet the details remain elusive. No photos, no proof, just mystery. Back to the crocodiles themselves. Adult Nile crocodiles sport a swanky dark bronze up top, with some faded blackish spots and stripes for style. Adding to their mesmerizing visage, these creatures boast big green eyes, complete with a protective membrane, tear-cleansing lacrimal glands. Being nature's top-tier apex predator, this creature boasts a bundle of top-notch predatory features. For starters, its mastery of stealth is legendary. Positioned up top are the nostrils, eyes, and ears, allowing the rest of its body to stay incognito beneath the water's surface. From time to time, it emerges with the eyes and nostrils visible, gliding stealthily towards unsuspecting prey. Then, in a breathtaking and utterly unpredictable move, it catapults its body from the water and seizes its quarry. Now, to make this high-stress hustle work, they come equipped with a 4-chambered heart, reminiscent of a bird's, perfect for oxygenating their blood efficiently. Furthermore, like all crocodilians, Nile crocodiles boast exceptionally elevated levels of lactic acid coursing through their veins, affording them the ability to remain motionless in water for a staggering 2-hour stretch. Lactic acid levels of this magnitude would spell doom for most vertebrates. Yet perhaps what really makes them a menace is their mouth, brimming with 64 to 68 sharply pointed cone-shaped teeth. Not as many as gators, but still plenty deadly. Interestingly, these teeth aren't meant for tearing flesh. They are designed to plunge deep and secure their prey. The immense bite force, which could clock in at a jaw-dropping 5,000 pounds of force, is a full 5 times mightier than a lion's. This ensures that once captured, prey stands no chance of slipping away. Once the quarry is ensnared in those jaws, it's promptly submerged and suffocated. As voracious carnivores, Nile crocodiles boast a robust palate that encompasses a diverse menu, feasting on a spectrum of prey that includes almost everything with a beating heart, from insects and frogs to fish and antelopes, and even larger creatures like giraffes and Cape buffaloes. But what's truly astonishing is their enormous appetite. They can devour nearly half of their own weight, which means a 1,000-pound crocodile can gobble a 500-pound zebra in one big old feast. These crocodiles are also shrewd scavengers. In fact, when in packs, they venture far from the water's edge in pursuit of carrion. Even communal feasts on deceased hippos with dozens in attendance, strangely without any discord. Much of their sustenance comes from scavenging, like vultures and hyenas on land. When they stumble upon a lifeless beast, they rip and gulp down meaty chunks with a ravenous appetite. In group dining, they lend a helping bite, employing a unique death roll technique, twisting their bodies to tear off substantial meat portions. After a hearty meal, these crocodiles have stones ingested in their stomachs, known as gastroliths. These stones assist in breaking down the food inside of their stomachs, aiding in digestion. Roaming the lush African savannas south of the Sahara, the mighty Nile crocodile shares its realm with formidable fellow predators, the kings of the land, the big cats, including lions, cheetahs, and leopards. Typically, these big cats and crocodiles maintain a mutual standoff. Yet when sustenance grows scarce, a daring game of food rivalry unfolds, where lions and crocodiles snatch kills from the other's grasp. Most of the time, size dictates dominance, with each party vying for control. Witness this Nile crocodile bravely fending off a trio of menacing lions. As the lions encroach one by one, the crocodile skillfully maneuvers with jaws agape as formidable deterrent. Undiscouraged, the lions attempt to outflank and seize the crocodile from behind. Yet this crocodile displays remarkable agility, even on land, maintaining its defensive stance and eventually prevails at warding off the predators. These clashes mostly unfold along the water's edge, and a fierce tug-of-war ensues mostly over a prized carcass. While conflicts arise, rarely do these encounters escalate into full-blown combat, sparing these noble carnivores from the grimmer depths of conflict. For its predatory prowess, Nile crocodiles don't discriminate between animals and humans. Perhaps for this reason, their notorious reputation as a man-eater is not without merit. With most attacks left unreported, it's believed that the Nile crocodile claims over 200 lives a year, owing partly to its frequent encounters with African communities, where dangerous predators lurk in close proximity. As most fatal incidents are driven by predatory instincts, the Nile crocodile is dubbed the most prolific human predator among wild creatures. In contrast, lions are responsible for only a fraction of the fatal attacks on humans in Africa, compared to their crocodilian counterparts. On December 7th of 2010, a tragic incident unfolded when South African outdoorsman Hendrik Coetzee met his demise in the clutches of a Nile crocodile. Leading a kayaking expedition along Congo's Lukuga River, Coetzee fell victim to a concealed predator lurking beneath the river's surface. The crocodile ambushed him from behind, dragging him into the depths, where he vanished without a trace. Similarly, on April 30th, 2018, a 25-year-old former tennis player, Zanele Ndlovu, found herself canoeing along Zimbabwe's upper Zambezi River, only to be abruptly seized by a Nile crocodile. The attack cost Ndlovu her right arm, serving as a grim testament to the relentless nature of the predator. Yet when the hunger pangs are silent, these colossal, cold-blooded titans adopt a leisurely demeanor. By day, they lounge in the sun or take a dip to cool down. Though they seem like statues, while doing so, they have their eyes peeled and they're always sizing up their surroundings and creatures in them. Sometimes they flash those jaws wide open, like a warning signal to other crocodiles saying, "Back off." When they move, it's a mix of swagger and hustle. On land, they belly crawl or they go for the high walk with trunks raised. Smaller ones can dash like they're in a race, and even the big brutes surprise with bursts of speed, reaching up to 8.7 miles per hour in a pinch. But in the water, they're like rockets, slicing through with sinuous grace, hitting speeds of 19 to 22 miles per hour. They're faster than any human can dream of. Nile crocodiles follow a polygynous mating pattern, where they single male partners attract multiple females. Males employ various vocalizations and behaviors to attract receptive mates, including bellowing, snout slapping in the water, and expelling water through their nostrils. Typically, larger males enjoy greater success in securing partners. During the nesting season, female crocodiles excavate makeshift nests, often in riverbanks or sandy riverbeds, where they lay between 25 to 80 eggs. These eggs are carefully incubated for a duration of spanning 80 to 90 days. The gender of the future offspring hinges significantly on the incubation temperature. Temperatures below 87.8 degrees Fahrenheit tend to produce females, while temperatures ranging from 87.8 to 93.2 degrees Fahrenheit usually result in males. As the moment of hatching approaches, the young crocs emit a peeping call, which the female detects and responds to by unearthing the eggs. In the wild, Nile crocodiles can live for more than 45 years, with even healthier, lengthier lifespans observed in captivity. An extraordinary example is Henry, a Nile crocodile residing in South Africa who, in 2022, was believed to be the world's oldest at a ripe age of 122. While they reign on as unrivaled apex predators in their ecosystem, when it comes to the survival of this species, humans pose the only threat. This formidable reptile becomes a target for hunters seeking its skin, prized for its top-notch leather production. Yet, despite the challenge, they retain their least concern status on the IUCN Red List. The estimated Nile crocodile population, ranging from 50,000 to 70,000 mature individuals, keeps them from slipping into higher categories of concern. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.